This video is basically an explanation of my YouTube videos. I thought I'd go deeper into the YouTube videos that I've made, starting by the video game anxiety video.
I need an answer now!
All right. Here, you want an answer? The answer is...
So why I'm doing this is because as an artist, I express myself, I see these things going on. I've experienced everything that I talk about in my videos. There's nothing that I do talk about that I haven't gone through myself or haven't seen. And I kind of put my own artistic spin on it, if you will, and sometimes that can confuse people. And if it doesn't, I still think that it's worth going more into and talking about it, you know, other than just my videos that are 1 to 2 minutes. And I really feel like I should sit and talk about what's going on in the video, why I made this video, something like that. So if you guys think this is cool just from the start, please give me a comment, say, yo, this is cool, or like, subscribe, just so I know what's good and what's helpful, what you guys like. So that's number one. I know that everybody does that in the YouTube videos, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So let's get into the video.
She attack to she. That we must be She attack to me, and me attack to she. But the day is coming that we must meet personally. She attack to me, and me attack to she. But the day is coming that we must meet personally.
Okay, so in the beginning of the video, it starts by me playing a video game. And I get sucked into the video game. The mission of the game is to lose 25 pounds by tonight to make my grandmother happy, to enroll in medical school as well by tonight to make my grandmother happy, and to get a card for the uncle that I don't even know.
Welcome. Today's mission is to get through the family holiday dinner. In order to survive the family event, you will need to remain in control and have a good attitude. In order to complete this mission, you must enroll in medical school tonight and lose 25 pounds to get a boyfriend to make your grandmother happy. The task is to get the card for your uncle that you don't even know how you're related to.
Now, what this means and why I said this is because this video is actually released right before Christmas. Now, holiday seasons, any holiday, and everybody can relate to this no matter what religion, no matter, you know, who they are, just anything that involves, you know, even if it's just a social gathering, but especially holidays that involve family and things like that can evoke a lot of anxiety. So, and just stressful feelings. So a lot of us also have experienced this where, like, you know, we have to do things, like you go to the family event and then they're like, oh, you should lose weight, get a boyfriend, do all this stuff, and it's like really stressful. So that was just kind of like the shout out to the intro of the game. It's just kind of like, clearly it's impossible to lose 25 pounds in one night. Clearly it's impossible to enroll in medical school by one night. Like, all of those things were pretty much impossible. So then we get into the actual game. I failed twice in shooting the ball into the pin, I was shooting the pool ball into the holes, and you know, that provokes anxiety, and what that represent to me is that you know, you try to do all these tasks, like you really do try. I know that when the holidays come, I try to get the right food, or I try to get the right this, or just, like, you know, get the right dress or whatever, all this stuff, and sometimes it doesn't go the way that I had planned. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, where the things that they try to do don't go as planned. And it could provoke a lot of stress. So I don't get it in, and then boom, I'm under attack.
You are under attack.
What am I under attack by? Is the anxiety. And I found it interesting that it's called anxiety attack, because it really does feel like you're under attack in this game of life. And so that's pretty much to sum everything up. And then I give a couple of ways on how I defeat the anxiety attack. And the ways that I give are actually things that I've done and practiced and experienced. Now, by no means means disclaimer alert, I am not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving professional advice. This is just advice that I've tried on myself, that I looked up and that have helped me. But really, if you are having these things, I do suggest getting help for it, professional help. Just a really big disclaimer, the stuff that I'm giving you here is not a any medical problem solver, but it could, if you're having it like right now and you remember this video, it can help you get there. So that's just basically just to put that out there. But so the things that I experienced, and I'm just gonna get into it right now, my journey, and I don't say my anxiety more, and I'll tell you why, but the anxiety experience, I think it happened around 2 years ago, where something in my life provoked a lot of anxiety. I think it was a relationship, and I've had a lot of, everybody has ups and downs in their life, but that really, really hit me hard. And it provoked anxiety, and I had no idea what it was. I thought it was allergic reactions. I thought it was just anything other than anxiety. And it got to the point where I honestly thought, like, I was afraid when the sun would go down.
Recover! SOS! Mayday!
I couldn't be in big crowds anymore, and I was the type of person to like go crowd surfing. Like surf the crowd and just really get in there. And then it got to the point where I couldn't go to concerts, I couldn't go to, basketball games, hockey games. It gave me such anxiety. I'd have a panic attack, and I couldn't. And it started to ruin me, really. I was afraid to leave the house. It made me anxious to leave, like to go somewhere far from where I lived. And I didn't like that because, I was never like that. So that really put a lot of stress on me. But the worst part was in the moment, you really feel like you're dying. And I was like, this has to stop. This really has to stop. So one day I was walking in the grocery store, and I felt that feeling, that anxiety feeling, that panic attack feeling. Everything felt really surreal. I couldn't really see straight. My heart started palpitating. And then I told myself, I said, wait a minute. Even though my mind's telling me I'm dying right now, I'm not dying. And then once I told myself that, I'm like, wait a minute, you're not dying. Because I think like your body goes into panic mode. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not dying. So, can I swallow? And then I remember I had water on me, and I drank some water, and then I'm like, wait a minute, my airwaves are opened, I can swallow. And then immediately I got calmed down. I was like, I touched something, and then I listen to my surroundings, and that's called grounding. So that's oftentimes, if you Google like how to quickly stop a panic attack or anxiety attack, the number one thing is grounding. So it's touching something, it's listening to your surroundings, it's name 5 things that you can see. So if you have a friend that's going through that and you don't know what to do right in the moment, those are good ways to help the situation at the moment, because I know it helped me, and I know when my friends were understanding, it would help me as well. So that can really, really help. And again, this is not medical advice. This is just, if you feel it, I don't know, and you remember this, then great. And if it helps you, more than great. But I just kind of wanted to get it out there. I wanted to share my story. Anyway, so after that time where I defeated it, and I drank the water, and I was like, wait a minute, this feeling is like, I was able to conquer it. Every single time I felt it after, I was able to overcome it because I knew I had the power to. So it was really empowering to me. And then it just kind of got better and better and better. And now when I feel stressful or anxious, I'm able to just conquer it. And I know not everybody's like this. I know that this is just my journey with it, but what I do with my videos is that I invite you on my journey. And whatever you do with it is what you do, but this is my journey, and I'm just sharing it with you. So that's what helped me, and also staying away from triggers. Like if things trigger you, like I stopped drinking coffee, I stopped going for a little while to big crowded places. Now I can. I just was crowd surfing last weekend, and I just actually wanted to test that for myself. I'm like, am I really better, And it felt really, really great, and I really feel like I've overcome it. Obviously there's going to be stressful situations, there's going to be anxiety feeling moments, but knowing that you can overcome it, like once you overcome it once, you can overcome it again. You can defeat it. I really think this is something that can be defeated. So power to you guys. If you're working on defeating it, go for it. I have, and and it feels really, really great, obviously. So that's just the explanation of this video. Check out the video if you haven't. Maybe you should watch it in reverse, but it's the video game video, and that's pretty much what goes on in it. And this is the explanation with it alongside my journey with anxiety and how I defeated it. And that's why I love at the end of the video, actually, it says defeated. And that was such a powerful moment. That look that I gave, that was really, really me talking almost to my past self, to my future self. I'm just like, you've defeated this. And it's a really, really powerful moment for me. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for taking the time. I appreciate the time that you guys take, whoever is watching, the people that follow my videos, that watch my videos. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.